Morning friends, another day, another job, another project. Before I start with the project, I just want to thank everybody again for their interest, their likes, their subscribes, their comments. I want to keep this channel really, I will try and keep it anyway, friendly. I don't want to curse, I don't want to be crude and rude, so yeah. Anyways, I've got, well, this is great news. Of course, I don't want to really show you my address, saying that it's not the case that I don't wish people to send to me letters or anything. It's just a case of I get so much junk mail, we as a family, and I'd rather not have that. If you want to communicate with me privately or send me a letter or anything, you're very welcome. It will be very much appreciated actually, especially stickers and that sort of thing, but well, anything really. But let me tell you how to go about it. If you go on a computer and you go to my profile, Rusty Inventions, and then you go to the about little link there in the description, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see a view or show email address, and then there's a little thing that you need to show like you're not a robot, and by that way it keeps you know, all the critters out of the letterbox. And I will show you my email address, then we can communicate and get my address and stuff, or just have a chat about anything if you want. Anyways, great news, stickers are starting to come, first stickers really. So I'll open the first one up. Oh, there's a letter in there as well. Nice, nice. I wonder who's this from. Stevie GTR, and he sent me 2 stickers. I'm sure you all know him. Stevie GTR, great guy. Please go and look at his stuff. I have enclosed a couple of new stickers I have printed on a vinyl. The previous ones I have made aren't good. These will last a lot better. Hope you are in good health. Thank you very much, Stevie. Yeah, you're the first guy then on the board. I'm sure, I don't know, I can't remember whose letter came first. It was just, you know, when I get home, it just get chucked on the sofa, and I just, you know, I knew what it was, sort of guessed what it was, and I have just put them aside for the next video. Stevie, there's my board. I'm gonna start on here. I'll find you. Oh, can you see me? No, there you are. Start, let's say not right at the top, but Stevie, there you are. Thank you very much, mate, and I hope you are in good health as well. Stevie, you're on the board, the first one, and I very much appreciate that. Okay, I've got three of these letters, probably all of them stickers. I'll open the next one up, and of course I drop stuff on the floor. Mate, guys, I'm a little bit shaky. I've never done this before. This is incredible to me. Opening letters and stuff for this channel. It's a new for me. And who is this from? Ah, it's Mr. Rusty Knox, also well known Rusty Knox. Go and visit his channel as well. He's got very great content. Good guy. He's saying he's also sent me a letter. Thank you very much, Mr. Rusty Knox. It is with great pleasure that I sent you these stickers, and I hope they arrive in good condition. As you can see, they are in good condition, and I'm very pleased with that. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Rusty Knox. Now, how do I stick this? Guys, I'm sometimes like an infant. I need somebody to show me how to do things. And my nails. I don't have any. Guys, I'll come back. There it goes. Mr. Rusty Knox. I'll put you down here. Can you see me? No, I'll go, let's say, up here. Mr. Rusty Knox, can you see me? Yes. Thank you very much for your sticker. That's from Belgium. Very great content. Thank you very much. And then the last letter I'll just pick up from the floor because I dropped it, and I'll open it up. From Haxaby Shed. There you are, guys. Also good content. And he sent me this little letterhead. Very nice. Thank you very much. Best wishes from Haxaby Shed. Regards, Paul. Sorry, I don't know if everybody should know your name, but thank you very much for that. He's got good content as well. And there's his sticker going. Oh, Mr. Rusty Knox have fallen off. I'll just spray maybe a little bit of contact adhesive or something. Fix it on there. Haxaby Shed. There you are. You're on the board. First 3 stickers, guys. That's it. A good start. Thank you very much. Hello, guys. Well, I suppose for you it's just a couple of seconds after I started shooting the intro. For me, it's actually another day after. I just look at the state of my hands. I did clean up the old workshop, so hoover it all out, and sorry, I've got a little bit of a cold, it seems. Anyways, I did clean up the old workshop quickly. Of course, all of that work that I've done, it was a bit messy, and I left it a little while, and quite a few days, and I don't like a dirty workshop, especially if you need to make something nice. If you clean up around you, it does look nicer. I've got another sticker that came in a post just after I've put these stickers up. Very good guys that I'd like to, don't know if I'll be able to promote them even, because they are more well known than me. Anyways, I'll open it up and see what I've got. My dirty fingers, my dirty hands. Oh look, another handwritten letter. Look, my little mule has sent me a sticker. What a beautiful sticker that is. She even sent me a business card and a little letter saying, here are a couple of stickers for your collection. Love, look forward to adding yours. I've of course sent mine to him. Be sure to check out your channel. All of the best. Thank you, Mr. Little Mule. Yeah, he sent me 2 stickers. I'm gonna put one up. Oh, my dirty hands. Just want to wipe the board quickly because there is some dust on there. Luckily all the stickers that I've sticked on last time are sticking proper now. With my fat fingers I need to try and peel this sticker. It might take a minute by the looks of it. Sometimes I wish I got like girls' fingers. They just seem to work better on these things. And my nails, a lot of times they break, which a girl won't like, and they are dirty. I managed to peel it. I'm gonna put him right here, Mr. Mule. Can you see it? Yeah. Thank you very much. You're on the board. There you go. So I've got 4 stickers on the board. Mr. Rusty Knox, Stevie GTR, Haxaby Shed, and My Little Mule. If you haven't checked him out, do please. Of course their work is a lot better than mine, but I intend to get there. I intend to get to a stage where I could maybe teach you something. I've got loads of ideas. My methods aren't always there, but I intend to get there. One thing though, I invite you to look at how I do things. It's not always the safest, it's not always the right way, so use discretion if you want to make something similar, or do something similar. Be safe and don't be an idiot like me. I'm doing this welding manual work now for years. I'm not total rookie with that, but that's more the rougher side, the finer type of work, the engineering side. That's where I intend to go. Not totally get out of this, but that's where I intend to go. Saying that, like I said, engines, it might be cars, it might be motorbikes, it might be all sorts of engines, who knows. See where we goes. Anyways, today my trusty old welder, and this welder, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's not new, and of course I haven't paid for it. I got it free actually, but the the Myford lathe. The Myford lathe is all covered up there. Some hand wipes, which I should of course use. I haven't yet, and another parcel I've ordered. Anyways, I got it when I bought the lathe. The company was actually closing down where I bought it from. I was working for them, a film company, a film industry, scenic company. And just a little bit of background, I told the guy they were throwing away so much. I wish I've had space and forethought of taking a lot of the steel, or more of the steel. Anyways, this welder was one of the things he said, well, test it, if it doesn't work, chuck it in a skip. And I did test it, told him it didn't work, and said to him it's probably only a fuse or something, because we were using it like a couple of weeks before. He said, you know what, just throw it. I said to him, well, let me just quickly check. He said, no, just throw it. I said, well, if I fix it, can I have it? He said, yeah. So I went to their stores, got a fuse from them, and I fixed it on the spot. I said to him, I did fix it. He said, well, it's yours. I said, well, thank you very much. And of course, my wife knew that I quite like welding. I didn't have a welder at that stage, or just before, and she bought me a welder as a present. A basic one. It probably would have done everything that I needed it for, but this is a heavier duty and a good machine, and I ended up putting the one that she gave me on a shelf. Not here, it was in the previous house. Put it on a shelf, and I never used it. I kept using this. And she said to me, well, you got to do something with it. If you're not going to use it, the new one, sell it. So I ended up selling it, because it was just standing there. I didn't even open the box up. Sad to say, I knew what was inside. Well, I did open the box up, but I didn't take it out. So I sold that on, kept using this, but on the last job, the fireplace, the inside of the barbecue, the braai, I end up, or it stopped working. So I know there's something wrong with it. It's a good old machine, was a good old machine. I don't know what's the matter with it. So I'd like to get it going again, because especially for the old hydraulic lift, I'd like, or I will need to use it again. As I said, I don't really trust, and I'm not that good with the old flux core welder, MIG welder. So I'd like to get this one going again. This is an inverter. It's not very heavy, but quite strong, and it works beautiful when it works. So I need to get it going. Oh, and as well, a little bit of background news. I can show you the outside. Look, it's a lovely sunny day. This is by the way, another one of the gates that I've just fitted here on this wall. Look at what the missus did. That's what I done just after I started shooting the intro on the last job. I carried this through the house into the back garden, and look at it, how nice she leveled it out. Now we intend to this is this hardcore underneath, and just a sharp stone, which is really just a rougher sand on top. It isn't suitable for you know, it's not gonna stay this nice if I just leave it as is. But I found online some stone, crushed stone that you could just put on top, level that out, compact it. I've got a little compactor, and that will do for time being till, you know, again we found, actually the wife, I say we, you know, we are we, you know, whatever she does, I meant to say, you know, I've got a part in it. Anyways, so we intend to just put the that crushed stone on top, compact it. Apparently it's strong enough for trucks to drive on. There's good drainage on it, so you don't seal it up. That's why I don't want to put concrete on here, because I've got enough concrete as it is in the backyard, and I would like to put that stone on top, crush it, or is crushed, but compact it, and then we should be able to use it. It should be strong enough, as I said, for trucks to drive on. And then in the future we'll put a resin based something on top. There is another product that my wife found, and that should finish it off nicely, a bit more permanent, as well as environmental friendly. It does drain, it wouldn't seal the ground up, and it also stopped weeds from coming through. So perfect, you know. The idea is to have a low maintenance garden. You know, she's got a planters and she's very happy with that. We all got busy lives, and that, I think that's gonna suit our needs very much. Anyways, that was totally off the topic. I need to start getting into this. Oops, sorry, that was a bit quick. I've got a magnet base on this, you know, I'm got a jumpy mind. I've got a magnet base on this GoPro, this camera of mine. That works perfect. It's easy to take off the stand or attach to anything, and my idea is also to have on the lathe over there, as well as on the bench over there, camera stands with plates on it, so that I could lay this camera on it easily and move it about easily. Off the topic again, what was I about to say? This welder. Now, years ago I used to work in an electrical shop just after school, after I worked with my dad for a couple of years, so it was about 20ish, quite a few years ago, and we used to fix all sorts of electrics. Now, with electrics, the way he taught me, the old fellow I used to work with, I had no welding qualifications, and that was about it. But as he taught me, start from the plug and work your way away from that. But at first looks, I can see, you know, the old insulation around the terminal, that's a bit worn, you know, but that shouldn't matter too much. My dad's old welder had open terminals, so, you know, as long as it makes good contact, I'm not too bothered about that. I'm gonna take these off. It's just less wires, because I've got quite a few wires on there. I'll take them out of the way. I'll probably need to do something about that, just seal it up, and that's on one of the cable's the negative cable, so it wouldn't matter that much. I'll just tape it up with insulation tape, that'll be fine. So I'll take these cables out of the way, unwrap them. Always got loads of cables. I don't know what's this Murphy I think is involved. Cables, you just put it down. You don't have to intend to, but before you know, it's one massive crow's nest. I think the term is right. Just put it down and it's all twisted up, and you spend a while. The same with ropes, the same with hose pipes. Okay, that's untangled. This is just a loose string, and that's as I got it. Actually, I used to wind the wires up on top and just tie it on. Now I've got this connection on here, which I actually I might as well get rid of that. There's also it's a 220 volt welder, so it's just another joining point that I don't need. No, it's just this is just a higher amperage socket. I believe it is I don't know, I think it's about 25 amps if I could remember correctly. I don't know. Your normal, the UK, United Kingdom plugs, the normal wall sockets is 13 amp max output, and they have a fuse inside, so a lot of times the fuse is blown. But this just keeps tripping the power now permanently. If I try and plug it in, it will just blow the fuse. So what I will do is there's earth leakage, I believe, somewhere. So one of the live wires, now you got two live wires, your red wire in this country, well, you got different colors anyway, your live coming in and your neutral going out is also a live wire. And I will just test continuity, big word for me, you know, my basic English. I will just test that on this line to start with. Basically I will get my meter out and then test between all of the wires if the line is continuous, and then I will also test if between the earth or the ground, if there's any leakage on the wire or the socket anywhere, and then if there is anything, that just makes my search a little smaller. I have some electrical qualifications saying that. I haven't been using that for a while, so again I'm a little bit rusty, but so I'll go and fetch my electrical kit, small little bag I've got, and it's indoors. I'll go and fetch that quickly, and then I can start testing, try and find a problem. So here is my tester. It's a fluke tester. It's very basic. You got the off, which is the easiest for me to do, switch it off. Then you got voltage, the little C wavy thing, that is the AC voltage. Then you got DC voltage, you got ohms and amps. So on the ohms you got a little buzzer alarm thing. So if I plug the end of the terminals in, and again of course, you know, What did I just say? Well, at least these unwind very easily. So I plug, it's color coded on the back, plug those in, switch it on to the ohm function, touch the two ends together, and a very light buzz. That's all I need. So I'll put that away or down and do what I just said I would. So see, hopefully I can touch the terminals there. I'll need to open the plug up, socket up. Of course, the end of the tip very small, and I wouldn't touch it, and I'm not gonna cut the insulation away from it. So I will open that up quickly. Let me just grab some screwdrivers. Of course, there is my bag over there, and I've got screwdrivers and stuff in it. So let's see what we got. This has a screw right on the back, and I'll open that up quickly. I've got the shakes today. Oh, throwing stuff. I hope the old meter is still working. It's quite robust, them meters, so hopefully it will be fine. I meant to tell you something. Totally forgot about what that was about. Just pick the old meter up. It's all this cable, so I'll just put it down and it just twists on its side, on itself. Okay, so there we have the open-ended stuff. I can see there's no wires that came out that could touch each other while I'm at it. Could see that, so I'll just touch. There you are. That's the negative wire, line 2. That's, and I'll test them. Actually, I'll touch all of the terminals because I want to check if there is any earth leakage, any wires touching in between. It doesn't seem like it. I don't know if you can hear the old beeping. Oh, that's what I meant to tell you guys. My wife have watched my previous videos, and she said the sound is a little messed up on some of them, and I beg your pardon for that. I'm doing my own editing at the moment, and I'd struggle. It took me a whole day, 12 hours the other day to edit that last video. You know, it's so easy to move the clips between. It's almost too easy to move the clips positions, and then you got the sounds, and then you got volumes that you got to move about with. And sorry, I'm making excuses, really. I'm not. What I'm saying is, if you just be patient, please. I'll work on that. She said, my wife said that she will, or she's willing to listen to it again. I don't know if it's the same with you guys. I hate listening to myself talking. So after I've done the editing, I'm pretty much fed up listening to myself and try and make it work into a video. It's quite hard work, and then I'm pretty much hands-on. So this computer stuff and phones and all of that, that's sort of getting to me. it burns, the old brain burns, fires, and it's not fun really. But saying that, you know, it's quite satisfying to see if somebody enjoyed it, somebody liked it, somebody watched it, subscribe and all of that. It is quite fun to see people interested in what I'm doing. And on that note, I just want to say again, thank you very much for all of the likes and subscribes. I know I said it before, it doesn't cost anything. I don't earn at this stage anything out of it, but the channel has grown very quick to what I'm thinking, what my thoughts was about, and I'm very pleased, very happy with that, and I just hope to in the future be able to still give nice content. I heard the word content through other videos, to still give good content and interest people in what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm bubbling again. So the other end of it is of course the welder end, and I'll just go again between the terminals. Let me bring it down again. Sorry, you got to look at my ugly chest. Between the terminals, I'll try and find solid connections. So there's no earth leak there, saying that the machine isn't switched on. There's nothing there, so okay, so if I now the machine is switched on. Let me switch it off. So that shouldn't bother. Sorry, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm just touching between the terminals to see, if I can get my hand out of the way, to see if there's any leakage somewhere, because that's mostly why the thing would trip that easy, and there's none. You know, it doesn't beep. So the machine is switched off now. I'll switch it on. And that's good still. Okay, so I'll plug it in then. So it could be that I'll check where the wires goes inside the machine. It could be that where I've moved everything, that the wires were touching where it goes inside the housing. It is quite a few years since I looked at anything on this, so there should be, if this is switched on, there should be actually, I would think, some buzzer going. Let me just open this plug, start where I said on the beginning. See, this fuse might be gone. Now this is what the inside of this is of course a very old wall socket. That's what the outside looks like, the UK sockets, and then you got the inside. On your live wire you got a fuse, and that's a 13 amp fuse I got there. So what I'll do, so I'll just bypass the fuse just for testing. So, and that's pretty easy, you just touch on the other side of the fuse just to make sure. But the buzzer is still not going. Let me just test the buzzer again. Yeah, it works. Let me shove that on the end of the terminal. Oh, I don't know, my hands are all over in the way. And this should really beep now. Where's the wire connected? Yeah, that should really beep now. For some reason, doesn't seem like the power is going straight through. Okay, so anyway, I have extended this this wire. I've put a black wire on there because it only had a short wire, and I was welding quite far away from where the wall socket was, so I extended it quite a bit. But this is heavy duty wire, and that shouldn't affect it, really, saying that, as I wanted to say, or as I've said before, I want to get rid of this socket. It's just another thing that could give trouble. I'm not using it, I don't have a socket like that even, so I'll just get rid of that. Okay, so that's the machine then. I will open it and start investigating a bit further. If I check there where the wire goes in, can you see it? Where the wire goes in on this, it looks pretty okay. I know before some of the insulation pulled away, so you saw the naked, not the naked wires, just the outer housing was pulled away, so you saw just the colored wires coming out. Okay, so I will open the machine up. I've put on the bottom some of the legs broken away, so I've just put timber on there just to make it a bit more even as a base. Alright guys, so I've got you on top of me again. I think that will give you the clearest view of what I'm doing on this bench. I really, you should see this setup of mine. I just clamped, I've got a one of those spring-loaded clamps that I just clamped the camera stand to the rafters of this workshop of mine. Anyways, for now it will do. I have these timbers. I've just put them in with self-tappers. Of course I've got the wrong bit in there. The screws, it's quite easy to strip the screws if you've got the wrong bit, so it's good to switch them over. I'm not totally sure is that the right bit, so just check that you got a good fit on the bits. These are PH bits, so here you go. I've got bits all over now, it seems. So there you are. Seems like these screws have been seen a bit of use as well. Just on them. When I got this welder, the old panels were flapping as well all over the place. So that's part of what these blocks are doing. It's these self-drilling screws. I need to check that that doesn't touch the wire. I will chew it up nicely. These blocks hold the whole frame together. Hopefully it's not too noisy, otherwise I'll just edit that out. Saying that, I'm saying that as if I do anything easy. That's a family curse, I believe. I'm always saying, if it's too easy, it's not our family thing. We seem to struggle with everything we're doing. Anyways, so that's loose now. We've got screws on the side. Quite a few. And again on top. And I'm lazy. I try to just take the easiest route normally. Using a drill is just a lot easier, but a lot of guys don't have drills, so they will have to use screwdrivers. They are very dirty, dusty inside. Okay, so we got our switch here. That might be faulty and all. I think what I'll first do, start the old compressor on, start it, and get some air and blow this lot off. I've got the fan running, hopefully it's not too loud. It's actually nice. That's another thing of this extractor fan I built. It draws the air through, and that's quite enjoyable. Having a bit of air moving. It's very hot. It's I think it's around 9, 10 in the morning over here in England on a Wednesday. It is. I don't know the date. 20. I think it's about 22nd, 23rd. I don't know. Today I'm off. So I'm not really looking at times and dates and stuff, trying to avoid that. We're so regulated by the old watch. It's quite nice not using it that often. I'm bubbling again. I'll go get the compressor started, get some air that I can blow this off. The compressor started. It's a silent compressor. I hope it doesn't make too much noise. It's another project that I've done. I bought this upright, I think it's about 200 litre compressor, and the motor was really loud and it didn't work that well. It actually packed up. So I looked around online. I thought the capacity is quite good, saying that I could do with something bigger, also silent, with maybe a lot more output. But I ended up buying a silent motor, quite a decent sized motor, and I bolted into that system, and it works. It doesn't give constant full air, but it does work. So I use it quite often. I've got just one line running through both workshops. I want to put a more permanent thing, maybe on the rafters or something, with a couple of outlets. Now, of course, this machine isn't plugged in. Plug is actually over here, so it's not live. I wouldn't get a arc by just doing that. I think first of all I want to get rid of this socket. So I've got this box of connectors. It's just a variety of stuff, and then I've got a crimping tool. This is ratchet action. This works quite nice. I just bought it online. that's not showing anything. It's on, so that wasn't a problem. Let's just check here on the, yeah, current is going straight through, that's going straight through, and that's going straight through. Okay, so we know that works. Before I go too far, I want to check that this switch is working. The neutral is flowing through, and the live, I'll pull out one side because I don't want it to be able to go anywhere else. Alright, so the switch works, that's fine. Current is still not, oh hang on, it's current flowing through there. So one of these wires is probably interrupted someone, rubbing somewhere it's not supposed to, which is really sad for me, because I need to find out which one. I might even replace them. So this little wire here, that is for the fan. This bigger wire is going through here into goes all the way around to here. So it seems like it could have just through age maybe. This machine is not new, and I don't like throwing stuff away, especially if it's such a nice machine. So I just need to find out where's the problem with that. So that's loose there. Just want to check. Just feel it. If you can feel like it's burned through somewhere or it's cut through somewhere, that feels pretty well, pretty good there. The neutral, that feels pretty good. And coming through the housing, the grommet is still good. That feels pretty good. But we know it seems like if you fiddle around with this wire, the two of these wires coming through, one of them is giving us a problem. Okay guys, so I found two pieces of wire. I have stepped, guys, watch where you step on stuff. I needed to get up higher and I end up stepping on the old metal bin, and I thought it would carry my weight. Silly me, I'm heavier than I thought I was. Anyways, it's only 10, that's straight enough anyway. The soldering iron, I usually, you smell it if it gets hot, You don't need to touch it. Give it a second, a minute, and then you can feel the lid when they start warming up. Sometimes you just need to scrape the ends clean. It's getting there. You can smell it. It's getting really hot. Smell. You know what I mean? Smell that. You smell that? That's good, isn't it? Ohms. Test this, and we get the old bleeper is not going, but I can see this continuity there, which I'm quite pleased with, I tell you. So while I'm at it, and I test the ground wire as well. That's the fuse, so I'll just check this end, check that there's continuity through the fuse, and that's there. So the fuse is good as well, and hopefully this should be good, because I tested it on a ground wire. The ground wire is not arcing out. So now, before I go too far, I want to test this system. So I want to check that there's no wires in front of this cooling fan. I don't want to touch anything on the welder. Switch it off. I just want to check before I close everything up that it works. So switch it on, power is still on, and the power is off. That's probably not it. Okay, power's back on. I did test it with another lead from the house just to make sure that that's not a problem as well. And I also tripped the power, so there is still a problem with the old welder. So now I'm just going to go around and check all the other wiring. Earth seems to be alright. That seems to be alright. It's so old, this old machine, I can't see no spots where it burned. And I don't really want to replace it yet, but it might be time. Saying that, you know, I don't pay a penny for it. There seems to be something that might have burned. No, that's alright. That wiring is very dirty there. I don't know where's that going. That goes back onto whatever that is. I can't see any spot where it could have burned through. There's no loose bit of wiring on here. I don't really want to replace this. I'm not that good with little electric problems. You know, circuit boards, and all of that. I don't really you know, there's all sorts of bits on Could be anything at this stage anyway. It seems like it might be a done for deal for my welder. Poor old thing, like I said, I've got it now for probably, wow, about 8 years, and I reckon the company probably had it for 10 or more years. This thing is really old for this sort of stuff. Served me well, but it's sad to say, man. I wish I could. I just can't see nowhere, and I don't even know how to test half of this stuff. Now, in this day and age, you just throw stuff away. It's not really my style, but you know, I just don't know with these sort of things. The coil could have burned out. When I switched the tester on, it didn't have a proper, like, it gave me a meter reading, but didn't have a proper beeping sound like normally when stuff is running. It doesn't show that it's burned anywhere. No, it could easily be. The coils looks quite old. Could easily be that the coils are burned through. I have heavily used it through the years. Oh, how sad is that? I just don't know. I think unfortunately that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it. I saw last time when I switched it on, a little flash arbor left. It was close to the wall socket, but that didn't seem to be it. So I opened that up and I opened the plug up. I'm just at the loss here. So that's unfortunately as far as I can go. Sad to say, I'm gonna have to invest in a new welder. Guys, and that's it for this then. I don't have the sad music and all of that. Well, I do feel sad. I know some of these people, they play some sad music. I'm not like that. Fortunately, you can't fix everything, you can't solve everything. There is probably people, there's certainly people that's a lot cleverer than me. I could fix this. I don't know if it's worth it. It's knackered, guys. I'll probably get a machine that's even lighter weight. It's doing the same. Technology has moved forward since they made these. Just like I said, I don't know, 25 years. I reckon it's about old, 25 years, and it's seen heavy use in the old workshop. I know we used it a lot. Everybody used it, so it got some abuse. Since I used it, I've done a couple of things to it. But I've used it heavily, time to time, not always, but from time to time, because I've got other jobs as well. Through COVID it worked a lot, and yeah, it serves me well. Wow. One of those things, unfortunately. Guys, all of the best and God bless. Bye.